Good morning, America, and welcome to Maya's Politics and Survival Guide. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a few things, and of course, it's going to be about politics and it's going to be about surviving 2026 and thereafter. First, I'm going to have a sip of my Folgers instant coffee. I love it. And the background that I have today, this is turning into a stained glass window that my husband does, and it's going to be going up in one of my windows. And so he's very talented. But anyway, I'm going to take a sip. Mm. Oh, it's really, really hot. Mm. But it's really, really good. But anyway, so today what I want to talk to you about to start off is I have been talking about doing my cooking channel, which I'm planning on doing as soon as I get everything situated. We have a situation in America and where things are going up in price. My husband and I both, we have literally been stocking up on supplies that's going to last us for at least a year to 2 years. Um, when I say things like that, I am suggesting that you too need to start stocking up. Um, we go to Costco, we go to Walmart, we go to other places, even Menards. But the one key thing you need to do is look at everything you buy. Look at the expiration date. If it says it's going to expire in August of 2026, don't get it. Find something that's going to say 2027 or 2028 expiration dates. And that way it's going to have a longer shelf life for you. Even after 2028 expiration dates, which I have a lot of canned goods and things like that I've stocked up on, those canned goods will last up another 3 to 5 years after 2028. So we are stocking up on a lot of canned goods. We're stocking up on rice, beans, lentils. Um, I did order some garbanzo beans from Amazon because I can't find them in stores anywhere. And unfortunately, when they arrived, the package was torn open and they were all over inside the box, and I just didn't want them. Um, I don't know why it was torn open and why they would ship it that way. So I did get a refund on that, but I'm having the hardest time finding garbanzo beans, dry garbanzo beans, and uh, and also, but I am buying some canned garbanzo beans. I don't really care for it that way, but hey, they're better than nothing. So, other things that a lot of people have forgotten to stock up on is pet foods, pet medical needs. Um, you know, uh, you want to get the flea collars, the flea medication, and stock up on some of that stuff before they run out. Um, if you have a freezer, stock up on frozen fruit and really invest in a food vacuum sealer and purchase vacuum sealing bags and stuff like that and seal them, date them, seal them. This way they last longer in the freezer. A lot of people don't realize that a vacuum food sealer is really a survival tool in the home. uh, if you are buying jars, glass jars of jellies and jams and whatever fruit that comes in jars at Walmart or Costco, wherever, hold on to those jars and hold on to those lids because you can use those to can things in. Don't throw them out. They are good items to have to store things in and to store food in as well. You can still uh, reuse those lids and the jars to recan and store them away. Um, the other thing is toothbrush and toothpaste, mouthwash, uh, bath soap, hand soap, dish soap. These are necessity items for you people. You need to truly stock up on them. and get yourself prepared more and more. Every time my husband and I we go out to Costco or Walmart or other places, even at Menards, I'm noticing the prices keep going up. Recently, I noticed the size of the soup cans, they got even smaller. Um, the tomato paste. I was checking out the tomato paste in the cans, and they're hardly putting any tomato paste in those cans. I think they're halfway filling them up because they're so light. It almost feels like it's just a can. So I bought the one that literally was so light, and I opened it up. There was hardly any tomato paste in the can, but they can sell it to you and scam you that way. And they can tell you that, well, we did sell you some tomato paste. No, you didn't. You cheated me. It was supposed to be a full can of tomato paste, not just a like a tenth filled, 1/10 of the can that was filled. And this was a small can of tomato paste by Hunt's. I would never buy from them again. Uh, but the thing is, you have kids. If you have kids, you need to stock up on cloth diapers. Stop buying these Pampers. Cloth diapers are reusable. You can hand wash them. You can throw them in the laundry. You can hang them out to dry. My husband and I both, we're old. We grew up in cloth diapers. We're just fine. And but I'm telling you, cloth diapers the way to go, people, and get those safety pins too. Or better yet, instead of dealing with safety pins, uh, you can literally put sew on Velcro tabs to cloth diapers and just Velcro them now. You don't have to do the safety pin and poke the little babies and kids when you're trying to pin them and they're just squirming around and you can't hold them still. But get cloth diapers, people. Get yourself talcum powders and things like that for the baby shampoos and stuff like that. You want to stock up on your baby foods, and you really need to stock up, people, because things are going to get tough. Things are going to get more expensive because we're running out of inventory, and more you will see this happening. Um, the other thing is, if you have little boys and girls, I know they love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Oh, every little boy and girl loves their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Stock up on the big containers of the peanut butter and stock up on the bigger jars of jellies and jams. And try to get organic if you can. If you can. And, but it's not a necessity because most of us did not have organic peanut butter when we grew up. I know we didn't. We got what we got. If it was on the plate, you either ate it or you went hungry. That's how it goes. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So now, one of the other things I want to tell you is that a lot of people, uh, they forget one of the most important things, especially if you have kids: powdered milk, powdered potatoes, things like that. You can go on Amazon, and I'm sorry to tell you, because I told you months ago, I've told you over and over, you need to start stocking up on these items. When I got them, they were between $6, $7, $8. Now they're in their $20 range and higher. So you're paying premium for them now, but you better stock up because those $20 range items are going to be going up to 30 and then 40. See, the thing is, a lot of you that procrastinate, and when I worked at a college, I always told the students when it came to registration, those who procrastinates are those who will have to wait in line for the longest. And it's true. And they also lose out on their classes that they need. And so, there's just a lot of things. Procrastination is no excuse, people. Don't do it. You need to get off your asses. You really need to get out there and start preparing. It has been said that gas prices are going to be skyrocketing in June, around the middle of June. They're going to skyrocket. We are not getting any oil from other countries. We are not getting any other food supplies from other countries as well. And if we do, don't you forget about all those delicious tariffs that your orange man in chief decided to impose on all of the countries. Why? Because he's stupid. That's why. There was no need for all this here chaos. There was no need for it. The little man in chief in the White House just wanted to make himself look big. We we see you, Trump. We see how big you are. We see your fat ass in the diaper. We see your cankles. We see all the things about you. We just don't like you. Never will. That's just how it goes. Especially when someone just wants to hurt others all the time. What do you expect us to do? Say, oh, thank you for hurting people? Thank you for taking away people's rights? Oh, hell no. Most people just put up the middle finger and say, fuck you. We don't want any part of you. And farmers are learning that the hard way. Who knows? Maybe they'll grow a dendrite or two. But anyway, and if you don't know what a dendrite is, people, I suggest you look it up because I'm not your teacher. If you want me to teach you, you pay me. Okay? Now, I hope you like my videos. I'm going to be sarcastic throughout it from time to time. And I just want to let you know, click like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I haven't had any comments yet, but I sure would like to hear some. Good, bad, I don't care. Just leave what you want. And if you have any questions about me, my burns, and whatever, that's fine too. I have no problem talking about it. So, mm. now, now another story is, uh, people don't realize this here, is that when it comes to your automobiles, and I know a lot of people out there got them, we do. So now, when it comes to your automobiles, you want to stock up on spark plugs. You want to stock up on oil. You want to stock up on oil filters, uh, windshield fluid, wiper stuff, coolant. You want to have these on hand uh, because when it comes to getting work done on your car, it's going to cost you more. And you know, it's sad that that's just the way it is. Um, and a lot of people, they will start doing their own tune-ups and oil changes at home, like they used to do back in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. And they'll be doing those at home and to save a buck so they can eat and pay their bills. Uh, it's estimated that your utility bills all across the country will be going up in every state. It's not just going to be in this state or that state, it's going to be in every state. So you need to be saving a few dollars to pay those bills off too, because otherwise you're going to be in the dark. Uh, I highly, highly recommend people invest in the EcoFlow generators. I did. And I'll tell you one thing. I just received two of my 4-pack of solar panels. Each panel is a 100-watt panel. So I will be plugging 200 watts into my largest generator that will run my refrigerator and my microwave and air fryer. I will have that plugged in to that only. And that way I'm not paying any utilities on that whatsoever. The that it'll just regenerate every day, and And the newer solar panels are much better than the early models where it had to have direct sun all the time. These don't require direct sun all day long. You can have cloudy skies and it would still generate energy for you. So I'm just letting you know this is how that works. The only thing that I will be using for electricity would be the dryer, but I get up around 2 o'clock in the morning. I do my laundry at 2. I throw it in the dryer and it's done by 3:30. So I'm good. I get the lowest rates possible on that. So the other thing I have is a air conditioner, and so and I like the one I got because it is eco-friendly. Um, it's set at 70 and it keeps the house cool. One air conditioner keeps my whole house cool throughout the whole house. And it's in the dining room, but it goes into the office that I'm in right now. And it goes into the laundry room, the bathroom, it goes into the kitchen area and the living room and the bedroom. It keeps everything cool. So we're good with that. I have two other generators that I use uh, that will be used as well for the one for the living room and one for the bedroom. And all we have in there in the bedroom is going to be the TV, the sound bar, and VCR. And my husband, he likes Nintendo Switch thing, and that's it. Yes, he's 73, and I'm right around there too. But the thing is, we'll hook up a 100-watt solar panel and it will charge up the generator that everything's plugged into, and that will give us at least 2 to 3 days of energy. And every day it would just regenerate it. So, a very simple thing. These are things I wish people had listened to me about uh, last year when I was telling people, listen, get them now while they're low in price because everything's going up. The ones that I got are now almost tripled in price, especially my small Echo river uh, generators. I have two of those small ones. They're really high in price now. I was shocked. I got them for I think it was $49 each, and now they're over 200. So yeah, they went up pretty high, um, but they're good. I can set one on top of the other and connect them, and they actually charge each other. Wow, who would have thunk it? Well, anyway, um, I'm going to get off the generators. One of the other things that I also invested in was I go to thrift stores and yard sales. And what I am now beginning to do is I have purchased a few hurricane lamps, hurricane lamps. I have some oil. I need to find some more at low prices, and that's what I'm looking for. But uh, I want to make sure I have backup in case of not just for storms, but also in case the energy bills get so high, we still have light. I just don't feel the need to run cables all across the floors to plug a light in here and a light in there, but it's getting done. The other thing I recommend people to do is stock up on batteries. Now, if you get batteries, they do have an expiration date, but I'll tell you, they do last longer than an expiration date because I use some and they're just fine. And they were like 6 months past the expiration date and they're still running. Um, and um, and one of the other best things you can invest in is if you go on Amazon, buy the solar lanterns. They come with hooks. I have to take a sip of coffee, and I have throat issues, people, and I'm sorry. My throat gets really dry and starts to crackle a lot. Uh, what I did was I invested in these solar lanterns. You can get them the jazzy ones where it has the flames on the inside, or you just get them with the light bulbs in them. And they put out a pretty good amount of light. But when you have a power outage and they're hanging outside, and you can take them off the hooks. If they're hanging outside being solar generated, and if you have a power outage at nighttime and you need light, you can just go out there, take it off the hook, and bring it inside, and you have light. And they last all night long. I know, I got them all around my house. I have solar lights everywhere. I love it. And, you know, um, these are things that people need to start investing in. Um, when gas prices go up, and I'm not just talking about gas. I'm also I'm trying to think of what they call it. People that have those big metal tanks where they have to fill it up with that uh, or whatever it is that they fill it up with. Uh, I know I've heard people complain about the cost. What it used to be like 500 a year to fill it up, their tanks with fuel, and and now their bills are almost $2,000 a year. And so they're seeing it. And that's going to be going up as well. And I wish I could think of what it's called. Um, but I can't think of the name of it. Propane. That's it, propane fuel. And so it's very expensive. So, an alternative to that, if you need to cook, invest in a charcoal grill. It doesn't have to be a big fancy schmancy one. It can be a smaller model. It can be a bigger model. It can be a medium size. We have an average size one, and we've had it for 4 years, and we go out there and we cook on it, so I don't have to clean up the stove all the time. And and I just use charcoal bricks in it, and a little bit of lighter fluid, and and it takes off, and I can cook a lot of stuff on it, and which I do, because after I cook everything on it, then what I do is I shrink wrap it after it cools down, and I throw it in the freezer for later use. So if you're going to cook on it and cook a lot of meals, and then shrink wrap, freeze it, and put it in the freezer. Or you put them in containers and eat for the week. That's how you do it, people, in order to save energy, and to save on your energy bills. A lot of people, unfortunately, are going to be struggling so bad. I know some people are having a hard time paying their utility bills, their electric bills. Churches have begun turning them away. They can no longer afford to help them. I don't know why. They have a lot of money. And I wish the Pope would get off his rear and actually do something to help people that need help, instead of going there and saying a prayer for them. Prayer don't pay the bills, Pope. Okay? I'm just letting you know that. And to all you other religious nutcases out there, stay the hell away from my home. God's with me. I don't need your ass in my life. I got God in my life. I don't need your church. I keep my money in my pocket to take care of me, my husband, and my home. I don't need you. I don't need you to pickpocket me. Okay? So remember that, people. Keep your money in your pockets. God never asks for your money. Only these religious charlatans do. Remember that, America. Now, another thing that I'm going to get into is my Great Depression cooking video. I will be doing, as I said earlier at the beginning, I just have a lot of things going on because we are at the end of the month of May. And and as a result of it, I am really stocking up now. I'm really preparing, and even though I got a ton of stuff, I just want to make sure I have a lot of extras, because I know I've said before that I'm not helping anyone if you voted for Trump. Well, I'm not going to be that way. I know you guys are ignorant. I know you have no ability on how to. You can't live off of Twinkies and ho-hos. MAGA, okay? So if you're going to need a meal, I will be sure to do as my mom and my grandma did. They always cooked a little extra to give to the neighbors that were poor. And we were poor, and we still helped each other. So that's how that works. And I would never turn a child down that was hungry. Never. And I don't suggest anyone else to do it either. We should not be a nation of starving children and people. We should not be a nation of homelessness either. We should not be the only country in the world that has the biggest populace of, of prison inmates. Rich people that get busted for drug possession, they get to walk. A black man in America that gets busted with one marijuana gets 10 years. Where's the justice in that? There is none. And that is criminal, from the courts to the government that set these rules up like this. It's just criminal, in my opinion. And, a lot of people don't realize that there are so many innocent men and women and teenagers now incarcerated just for screwing up their life a little bit. You want to punish them for it instead of helping them. If you have a felony and if you committed a felony crime and you served your time, those files need to be put away. You served your time. You paid your dues. Your sentence is over. You should not be asked if you're a felon. Now, if you're someone who is a pedophile or a rapist, that's a whole different thing, in my opinion. You're a predator that is most likely to attack someone else. That should remain on your record and available to the public. But if you stole something from a store or a drugstore, you know, no, that should be on your record for life. All of that should be automatically be expunged from your record the moment you've served your time. It should be gone. It should not be held against you for life. And it's sad that a lot of people, their lives are permanently ruined because they were young adults still trying. You're not mature at the age of 21 or 18. You still got a lot of foolishness in your life to get out of your system. And a lot of them do. They get into trouble, they get into car accidents, they go out and party, they get drunk, they run a red light, they do this, they do that, they smoke a little dope, they try out drugs, whatever. I don't know. But the thing is, don't punish them for life. That's just not right. And if we're going to do that, then shouldn't we do this to all of our politicians in office that committed crimes? Shouldn't they be punished for life? Shouldn't we set up rules for them too? Instead of politicians making rules for us, maybe we should start reverse that. And maybe it should be the people voting on the rules for politicians to be punished for their criminal activity. And you know who I'm talking about. We are heading for hard times, America. We have a corrupt government, the worst corrupt government in U.S. history. They are committing crimes left and right, openly. They are robbing you of your finances. They are robbing you of your livelihoods. And I think it's time for America to get off their butts and go vote blue across America. I don't care if you're a Republican, independent, whatever, or a Republican farmer or a MAGA idiot. You need to vote blue. This November 2026, vote blue all across America so we can clean up this mess in the White House and Congress. Get rid of these Republican congressmen and women that are not doing anything for America. They are destroying our country from within. They are indeed the enemy from within. Now, I'm going to ask you again to click like and subscribe if you can and leave comments. One of the things I will be doing after I get a lot of the stuff cleared up in my house and organized, because I'm working down in the basement, I'm working upstairs, I'm working out in the garage, and then I'm working at the shop that we just retired from as well. I'm working, working, working. But one of the things I have to say is that uh, I will be doing my cooking shows soon, and that's a guarantee. You know, it's not happening as fast as I would like it to happen, but it will be happening. And the thing is, I'm going to give you a lot of Great Depression cooking recipes on what I grew up with eating. My mom grew up during the Great Depression, and we had to eat those foods as we were growing up. And I'll tell you, they're pretty good. You know, a lot of people have gotten used to just convenience food, but nobody really read the ingredients on those boxes of brownies and cookie mixes that are prepackaged and everything. Nobody really reads the ingredients. And and what I will be doing is I will actually let you know that a lot of the brownies, and then you have cookies, and then you have other desserts and treats and stuff like that, and other meals as well. But I'm going to focus on brownies and cookies. It only requires a few ingredients. That's all it does. And when you're a little kid and you see a cookie, oh, 3 ingredient chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, oatmeal cookies. And so I will also be talking about something new that I learned. And and now I'm not a physician. I am not a medical expert, but I do like to do my research when I come across something that piques my interest. And and my husband and I are slowly breaking away from pharmaceuticals. Now, I've lately had high blood pressure, and I'll tell you now, but I'm going to be doing a whole video on this. But my blood pressure was stage 2, and I couldn't figure out why. Yes, I'm stressed. I have a lot of stress. I have a lot of pain. I have a lot of aches and pains in my body. And and I was just slowing down to the point where just getting up out of bed just hurt. And I didn't want to get out of bed as quickly anymore. Um, what ended up happening, which was fascinating, I learned from this physician, and they were talking about two in particular vitamins. And one was the K2, and the other one, and let me see if I can find out what that one is. I'm looking for it. And I tell you, I was just really really shocked with this one. I'm looking it up online right now, what it is. Okay, here it is. It's the red yeast rice uh, CoQ10 supplement, and uh, and that's an advanced healthy heart and healthy cholesterol levels formula for both men and women. Um, Now, I've been taking this for just over a week now, and I feel a difference in my body. I do. I mean, I don't have that puffiness around my eyes any longer. I don't have uh, the puffiness feeling in my legs, which I was feeling at one time to time, and the same in my arms. All of that seems to have dissipated. Um, the other one, which is a K2, um, which supports your bone health. And I have been taking that for just over a week as well. And I noticed that my bones are not aching like they were. Now, in China, one of the things is they do not push pharmaceuticals on you. They would rather you take supplements to help your body because as we get older, and yes, I am old. My husband is 73. I'm not saying my age, but I'm up there too. But the thing is, you can literally help yourself by taking some of these supplements. And if you need to talk to your doctor about it. But I think it's a more personal choice like us. Um, they have given my husband cholesterol meds and other meds, and and he doesn't feel so hot. And so I he's now taking half of my dosage, and he's already beginning to notice a change. Not as apparent as mine because I'm taking the full dosage. And but the thing is, um, I told him to talk to his physician. We'll both talk with her and decide what we're going to do. Um, because if the red yeast rice that helps with your cholesterol levels, then he doesn't need to take all these pharmaceuticals that are causing him to bloat and and making him feel sluggish a lot. Um, I know I feel a lot better not taking mine. I'm not telling you to stop taking your medications, people. I'm not a doctor. Okay. I'm just telling you about my personal experience and my husband's. We are noticing a difference. And in, like I was going to say, in China, they would recommend that you take supplements because as you do get older, you start losing your bone health. You start losing other things, your cartilage and whatnot, and your um, collagen in your body, and these will help reverse that to a degree. It's not going to repair you, but it's going to make you feel better. Now, getting back to my blood pressure was as high as 157 over 92. I was in stage 2, okay? And I was approaching stage 3, and I did not want to go to a doctor. I just did not want to drive 100 miles to see my doctor. 50 miles out and 50 miles back. I just didn't want to do it. But what I did do was I took my risk, my chance. This is me. And I'm happy I did so. I like to do my research. I suggest you do your research as well. Now, my blood pressure has dropped all the way down to 143 over 84. It dropped tremendously, and I'm happy. I have my energy. I don't have, I was having a lot of times I could feel my heart just fluttering, you know, just beating rapidly at times. I haven't had that for a while now, for at least 4 days. And so I notice a difference and I'm happy with my results. I can't say it's going to work for you the way it's working for me. I took the risk all on my own because I am not a physician. And but I'm just telling you the red yeast rice with CoQ10 and supplement and the K2 vitamin. Those are the two I'm taking now. And pretty much phasing out all of my other medications. So, but talk to your doctor before you change. Don't just go off your meds because some medications you just can't stop taking. You have to talk to your doctor about it. And so I'm just letting you know. Uh, Sometimes there's alternatives into eating healthy and taking extra vitamins to supplement what you're lacking in. And especially for women, you really need um, what I say is the vitamin K2, which is for bone health. Because if you've had children, you know it takes its wear and tear on your bones, on your body. I mean, you're just drained of calcium, and uh, and so But the thing is, I hope everybody out there is actually stocking up, getting prepared, and um, and I wish you all the best. So please, America, please start preparing. Do what you can, get what you can, and I know the first thing that we stocked up on was our coffee because we're coffee people. I think I could live on coffee. Probably not, but I love my coffee, so we stocked up like crazy on coffee, and we're happy. But with that, and I stocked up on my teas, stocked up on my stevia, and all that stuff. Um, I stocked up on a lot of baking goods, to bake things with, like flour, um, yeast, um, the sugars, powdered sugar, granulated sugar, um, chocolate chips, all this stuff. And and I know a lot of you out there, this is one thing I want to throw in before I end this lengthy video, um, is that I finally found my Ninja blender in white at a thrift store, and uh, and it was marked down at $10. Um, they were asking 40 for them, and but apparently nobody was buying it, so they marked it down to 10, and I got them. I tried them, plugged them in over there, and I turned them on, and they worked. Oh, and it's so beautiful. And then I just realized it's actually brand new, never been used. So I will wash it, of course, and clean it up a little bit and make sure that there's nothing inside of it. And but that will be one of my countertop gadgets that we'll be setting up there and for you to see. And I also have a ice cream maker that I found that was $6, brand new. I think that the thrift store I was at, I think they're going to close down. Um, and they're just getting rid of stuff now. Um, but I got it. I plugged it in first to see if it worked, and it did. And now, if you have children, and I know your kids love ice cream, oh, ice cream is good. Now you can go with the ice cream maker, and you can get heavy cream, and you can pour heavy cream, some sugar, strawberries in there, and turn it on and let it do its thing. And you will have homemade ice cream. Add a little bit of vanilla to it as well, and some sweetener uh, to it. And the kids will have ice cream. They won't have to do without ice cream. And so the other thing is you can literally make ice cream in the Ninja blender too. You don't really need an ice cream maker. You could do, I got it because it was there. It looks good. It's going to look good on my countertop. Um, Probably for a week or two, and then I'll be done with it and just stick with my Ninja blender. But the thing is, the Ninja blender, you can throw frozen fruit in it, a little bit of milk or heavy cream, add a little sweetener, add a little honey, add a little sugar to it, and add a little bit of vanilla, blend it really good, and it thickens up and it freezes up, and you got homemade ice cream in a Ninja blender. And it's really, really good. So my husband and I, that's how we eat our ice creams. Um, Ice creams should not have all the chemicals in them, artificial flavorings and stuff like that in them. And if you go to the store, look at how expensive the ice cream is now and look at all the chemicals in the ingredients. Most of them you won't even know what they are or even know how to pronounce them. I know I can't, but I do know one thing. I don't eat it. It's not a healthy ice cream. I'd rather get something healthy. And you can freeze blueberry, make blueberry ice cream. You can make your strawberry ice cream, banana ice cream, pineapple ice cream in a Ninja blender. So these are going to be a lot of things I'm going to be showing on my cooking channel and for everyone to see because I think it's imperative that people learn how to make ice cream. It's so simple, so easy, and a lot healthier than what you're buying at the supermarket. Anyway, please click like, subscribe. I'm glad to do this video for all of you out there. I hope you guys listen. I hope you get prepared. Please, and if you have to, America, if you have friends and family, try to negotiate with one another and move in together to save money and to build a pantry. Don't tear everybody to shreds. Make amends, America. We have to unite again. We have to come together. And we all have to vote blue this November 2026 and take back our country. God bless all of you. I love all of you. I wish you the best in the world. Bye bye.